all that stuff. Yeah.
And blenders.
And blenders for our margaritas. And so that's the kitchen, lots of good workspace. This is the dining area. And currently there's 4 tables with 4 chairs, but we could put another table here. And Sister Michelle has let us know we can move everything the way that we need to. So we would be sitting at this table. We will not be eating in the chapel. That is no food area. Then we come through here. Let's go look at one of the bedrooms. We have, you saw the bedrooms up in the house of prayer. There's 4 bedrooms up there, and we think it'd be good for 3 teachers and 1 other extra special student, me. And this is a 3-bed bedroom. There's only 1 of these. Each bedroom has a door to the courtyard, and there is a restroom nearby every bedroom, but not specifically inside the bed. So here is the typical 2-bed cell. There are 7 of these and 1 3-bedroom. And here is a restroom. They all have 2 sinks and a shower. Almost all of them have them. So it's very convenient and easy access because we have a couple students that are concerned with having easy access to the restroom.
That one has 2 toilets, just by the way.
Pretty great. Okay, let's go look at the chapel.
Virginia, can you hear me?
Yeah.
I
How's it going?
appreciate what I'm seeing, and it's lovely. And I'm just very aware that neither Bob or Dan are on screen, and that we had agreed on 1:30.
Did you get the email? Well, we could do this again at 1:30 if they show up. Lauren sent an email saying, 1 o'clock.
Okay, the last email I got from you was 1:30, and with my Zoom link, I indicated 1:30. So I'm fine, and I'm loving what I'm seeing. I'm just aware that they might be signing on at 1:30 as opposed to
Okay.
now. So, and
We can do this again.
I am recording, just so you know.
Let's see, that was Dan.
Hi,
What'd she
Lauren.
say?
Hi.
What did Dan
I
say?
will join if I can. I'll watch the video if not.
Okay, so he doesn't seem that concerned with being here. Okay. How about if I continue, and then if somebody joins, we can run through it all again?
Sounds great.
Okay, let me show you the chapel.
But if you are recording, right, Diane?
I am.
Okay, so anyone is available to see the recording.
Yes. Okay, so this is the chapel. Look at the beautiful tall ceiling. And all these chairs and TV and everything can come out. Here is my zabuton. I use my footsteps as a measurement, and I'll measure the actual footsteps. But it looks to me like we can get 3 teachers up here and 17 people out there. It has this really cool feature. Look at this, Diane.
Is this a Dyson room?
Yes.
No, this is our Zendo.
Oh, it can't. Oh, it could be, but
This
no.
is the Zendo, and it has this cool short the glass thing. So you can put glass in front of it in case it's cold, and you could still see the ocean and everything. Isn't that neat?
It's very beautiful. I'm just seeing a corner. I'm seeing a
Yeah.
corner of the doorway, and now I'm seeing Lauren in the wall. So I see a beautiful cypress tree now, framed in the
Okay, I'm gonna back
doorway.
up.
I think that's what you were attempting to show. And what you're referring to as the chapel is actually the Zendo, we'll call it?
Correct. Correct.
Okay. And what I saw was lots of chairs and how do you think 21 people in on Zabutons could fit in there?
I'm gonna need to do an actual calculation, but it seems to me we could get, I mean, sort of the worst case scenario is we'd have, you know, 7 here. Well, have the teachers there, so now we're down to 17, so we need 8 and 7, right? Would make 17, so we'd need 8 here, but we could also have some at the end of the room. I think we could do it, but
And when we did it at my house last year in our little Zendo, we did 2 rows of people. We had people sitting in front of each other, and that's a possibility too.
or also down the middle, we could have a couple people down the middle,
Exactly.
you know. So I'm pretty sure we would all fit.
Great.
I think definitely. I'm for just looking at the number of people who will be in chairs versus the number of people in cushions.
Uh-huh,
The chairs take less room.
uh-huh.
I think you can put the cushions here and the chairs here.
Okay, so Diane, you said Dyson, and I hadn't really thought about Dyson rooms, but any of these bedrooms could be used for Dyson.
Extra little
That's
room.
that's
Extra room.
correct.
There's a little-
And I saw when you first started going through, I could see that some of them serve 3 people and some serve 2 people, right?
Only one serves 3 people.
One serves
Did
3,
you hear that, Diane?
one serves
Yeah,
3
the
people,
rest-
and the others serve 2. Is there any room that could be designated for private sleeping if somebody has specific health issues and/or equipment?
Okay, so there's this house, which is called Villa Angelica, has 8 bedrooms in it.
Okay,
This is where all the students will be. The House of Prayer has 4 bedrooms, all with individual bed and bathroom suites. So we
okay,
thought the teachers would be up there and we could put another person up there. Or if too many people can't have to sleep alone, the teachers may have to share down here. But I don't
Yes.
think we should do that.
exactly. And for instance, I'm happy to share and sleep in a shared room. I just I'd like to, while you're there, if you can, just get a sense of the maximum count of sleeping possibilities and how they have to be matched up so that we can look at our participant
Yeah.
list, male and
We
female.
have all that info.
Okay, good. Thank
We
you.
do have all that info.
Wonderful.
This room here has the ability to be private.
Yeah, but I feel like we're gonna need 3 Dyson rooms, and those are gonna need to be bedrooms.
Oh.
Because each teacher will have Dyson.
Okay.
So
Could one be up at the other?
we don't particularly want people walking that far away, but it could be the teachers' rooms.
Okay, well,
Well-
there's this room and then.
We don't need to solve for this right now.
But
Okay.
we did use teachers' rooms when we were here. So what you're saying, Virginia,
Correct.
is there's a way that it's workable.
Yeah,
Totally.
there's actually 2 here.
Yeah, but there are rooms that people need to walk through to get to somewhere, so I don't know how much we want them that way. But we can figure this out later. I think, can you see how gorgeous it is out there? Diane, this
It
place
is
so
gorgeous.
wonderful.
And I did also find the website, Virginia. There is a website.
Oh, good, good. Send me the link.
I don't know that it shows this much detail, but you're I'm also seeing that the dining area will suffice with those tables and chairs there that you're walking by, we can eat there?
Yes. So Sister Michelle said we could add chairs so that there were 5 people at a table, or we can also add tables with other chairs. They have lots of tables and chairs.
Perfect. That's good to know. And then
Yeah, I think we'll be good.
and then in the kitchen area, I saw you just walk through and say there's lots of kitchen supplies. Do you want to look for specifically like a crock pot and or rice cooker, or note whether or not we want to bring our own?
We
And
have they have here one rice cooker and one crock pot, so we'll need to bring more, I think.
okay,
Depending on what we do as far as food goes.
here
Are you
comes
still
Bob.
there? Did this go away?
What? Honey?
Okay.
Here's Bob.
Hi, Virginia.
Good. How are you?
Hi, Bob. Hi, Bob.
It's hard to hear you, Bob.
Uh,
And then teapots and kettles for warming and large bowls.
Yeah, we have teapots, kettles.
I don't have a small teapot.
We probably need to bring our own teapots.
I don't teapots.
We use them for, cleaning.
Okay.
Okay, I'll make a note to bring teapots.
I don't have, I have another one up there I can bring down.
Oh, okay.
I have a
Great.
I have a crock pot at the other house.
Is that the only kettle that we have?
Yes, it is.
Okay, we should probably bring another kettle.
You just have to be careful now. If you've got all the coffee pots and the kettles on at the same time, you may blow the office.
Good to know.
And I'll just show you where the box is. You just turn
Oh,
it back
yes, thank you.
because it's an old house. So you-
It's a beautiful environment they have there.
Thank you. I'll label.
Freezers,
Very good.
freezer,
Uh-huh.
microwave, hot water, right, dishwasher, they're all marked. Everything's here.
Okay, great, thank you. And so, Bob, we kind of jumped the gun. You want to put it on me?
Oh,
And we went through this already, so we're going to go through it kind of quick for you, but let us know if you have any questions, okay?
okay. Or if you recorded it, I could just look at the recording. It's funny because I had it down for 1 originally, and then I saw your Zoom message was for 1:30. So I,
Did you see the email that said that we were ready at 1:00 or
No.
1:15?
No, and I didn't
Okay.
see that either, Virginia. What I saw was your email that said 1:30. And
Okay, it was an email from me that I responded, I thought I responded to all.
Everybody's on it.
Yeah, so perhaps you,
We had funny
oh,
Wi-Fi. up here.
not a problem.
it's okay,
Yeah.
but I do know that Bob and Dan were both anticipating 1:30 as a change time. So what I think would be good, even though we do have a recording, I think that a quick walkthrough of the sitting area and the dining area and the bedrooms and the kitchen is in order, since people, have made the effort.
It would be helpful.
Yeah.
Dan did send a note and said he might not make it.
Okay, good to know.
Okay, here's the kitchen.
Yes.
As you can see, it has a nice big workstation, very complete with the items. Like it has one crock pot, but all the linen and the dish towels and everything, we don't need to bring our own. For the beds, we don't need to bring our own. We'll just use what's here. So that's pretty great.
He did say she had another crock pot.
And so maybe 2 crock pots. So that's a kitchen. Here's a dining area. Currently, there's 4 tables with 4 seats each, which adds up to 16. So they do have other tables and chairs in the closet over there, so we could add another table. They have some really big tables. We have all kinds of configurations we could do. We can move anything we want. They've been really gracious about saying configure everything however you want. Then this comes.
If I'm not focusing on something you want to see, just say the word and I will.
Everything's fine. It's
What I'd like to understand is in the room that you're in now, I understand that is not the sitting hall. Is that just a relaxation area next to the dining room? That's what it looks like.
You're
Yeah.
correct.
Okay,
Yep.
thank you.
So then you walk from there through these two little rooms. There's another restroom right there. There's lots of restrooms.
oh, good. So we have rooms that we can use for Dokusan.
We were
well,
just
I think-
talking about that, Bob, and they were saying for privacy, we may need to use the bedrooms. But there's options. It looks like there's options.
And this is the sitting area?
Yes.
So it would be helpful to me if one of you stood at one end of the room and the other one to film it, and the other one walked from one end to the other, so I can just get a better sense of the space.
Okay.
That'll work better for me than trying to figure out depth. Okay, great.
I'm walking toward you, Bob. And here is
Okay.
a Zabuton. You can see that
Yes.
Zabuton?
That's very helpful. That's very helpful. Great.
And we can open the door so fresh air can come in.
And if it's
Oh,
cold,
gosh. Look at that.
And we're on the
If it's
ocean
cold.
there.
there's a glass door to keep the heat in.
Pretty cool.
And it looks like we could do our walking practice outside by the ocean there. Just take it the steps straight
would
out
have-
there.
we
Is
would-
that correct?
We would have to cross the highway to get to get onto the beach. But
Okay.
It's a very narrow highway.
But there's a lot of nice space up here, Diane, that we could use for walking paths.
Yeah.
There's
Okay.
lots of it.
But it is easy to get to the beach.
Yeah, no, I was just thinking so that we could curve outside and then back in again. And it looks like it's
Definitely.
possible.
Okay, I think
And,
everyone needs to bring a beach blanket along with a zabuton, and we will just sit down by the ocean and
Yeah.
meditate there.
Yes, sounds
Yes.
wonderful, Bob.
I'm walking back through because I just wanted, when you were talking about walking, Diane, I'm not sure if we mentioned this amazing patio that's right outside this, the dining area.
Yes. That looks
Oh.
lovely.
That's a great place to do walking meditation.
Yes. Do you hear the birds?
Yeah.
Uh,
A fountain, yeah. Yeah. And that's right off of the dining, relaxing area.
Actually, it's off with every.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a lovely setting. We certainly have good fortune.
So Bob, this is the 1 3-bed room.
okay.
And as you can see, there's all the bedrooms have a door onto that courtyard. And here's a 2-bed cell. And this is typical of 7 of the rooms. 7 of the rooms, 7 times 2, no, 8 of the rooms. 7.
So we have
7 rooms plus the 3.
Right.
Yeah.
So there's 14 people can sleep in this configuration and 1 in the 3 configuration. They all have bathrooms right next door. And the bathrooms have showers, sinks and toilets.
What I
okay.
want to get a sense of is we had talked about having 21 participants. 7 from each Sangha group. And I'm hearing you speak about 14 and then one room with 3. So that brings me to 17.
Okay,
Good math.
yeah. So that is this house, which is called Villa Angelica. There
Yes.
is another house which we have reserved called House of Prayer. It has 4 individual suites. So there's one bed with a bathroom for each one of those. So that
That's
makes
21.
21. Yeah.
Fabulous. Thank you.
And have you already tried taking that zabuton and just seeing how many fit on a side?
We could do that right now.
Let's do that just so that we have a sense of it.
Sure. Sure.
Don't take pictures of my butt. Shall we assume the teachers are going to sit up here?
Mhm.
So go back, stand back. And take a picture of the door. So see where this is? So there will be 3 across here.
Okay.
And then the next one, say the student starts sitting here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's
But
say
we might
5.
even be able to squeeze in 6.
Right, but if these are against the wall and there's chairs on them, and then we have 5 over there, so that's 10. Then we could have in the middle, if we wanted to, we could have them like this. 1, 2. We could have 6 more, so we would have 16. So we only have 1 that we have to, that could be back against the wall too.
Okay.
I think it would be good if we came early and brought our, all the zabutones and put them out and moved them around to how we think they would be best.
Sure.
Lauren and I both feel pretty confident that we can make this work.
Okay. Good. Good.
I think
Now,
so too. And we can do 2 rows. People in chairs can be behind people on zabutons and cushions if need be.
yes.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. It'll
Is
be
it-
a little tight, but very doable, I think.
And with
Yeah, we
that
can move all
door
these
open,
chairs out.
Mm-hmm.
So that is a question I have. Like, do we want sitters to sit in these chairs? Or do we want to bring folding chairs? They do not have folding chairs here.
But they have
They
some,
have different chairs, but not folding
yeah,
chairs.
but the ones they have are similar to folding chairs and they take a little bit of space.
They take less space.
Yeah. They're the ones that stack.
I would use the ones that are there. What are your thoughts, Bob?
Um,
I'm going to show you what they have.
the chairs that are there look like they're not good for sitting.
Oh, how
These
come?
chairs, do you see what I'm showing you?
Yes.
Okay, these chairs are those kind of stackable chairs, you
Mhm.
know, that you see so often.
Mhm.
I could take one down to show you.
I
It's more along the lines. See
Oh, I
this?
see. Yeah, that's more along they're smaller.
Exactly, and they're more, upright and like a
Yeah.
folding chair kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that the chairs which are already there might be too deep
Yeah.
people to be able to sit on them in a erect zazen position.
Yeah.
At least
These,
without cushions to put behind them.
But I think these would be perfect.
Yeah, I would think those would work.
And we
Okay,
just
yeah.
need to allot time and space to move all the chairs out of the room and trade them out for these others.
Huh? Yes.
I think so. I
I'm
mean,
not sure
have
where
you
we'd
tried
have
the
to ask where to
chairs?
put them.
You put them in there. Oh, okay.
Have you tried sitting in a chair and seeing what it's like?
Well, and Bob, it just might be too comfortable. They're very comfortable chairs. No, the ones that I just showed you in the closet, I think those
Yes.
are the ones that you probably want to use. Yeah. And these are fine, but
Okay, well, we can figure that out once we get there, assuming we get there early. Okay.
So are we going to go up to the house of prayer? So Bob can see that on the video?
Yeah, that'll be on the video. So the other place is just the 4 single suites. And you could see that on the video. Somebody is staying there now. We don't want to disturb.
That's fine. That's fine.
But it's a wonderful place. You're going to really enjoy it, Bob. It's just lovely.
Oh, each of the rooms has a view of the ocean and it's just gorgeous.
And
Definitely teacher style rooms.
did you count how many zafus they have?
They do not have any zafus.
Oh, they don't
This is
have.
Catholic.
Oh, okay.
Catholic place.
We'd have to bring all of our zabutons.
All of our zabutons and zafus would have
Oh,
to.
okay. I misunderstood. That's fine.
And many people have their own,
Yes.
and they will bring their own, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Should we show them the parking?
No, I think that's a thing we can send it.
Okay.
Thing with the
Yeah,
picture.
there's plenty of parking. It was just.
That's all we need to know is that there's plenty of parking, I think.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
there's
fine.
Dan.
We're not going to do it again.
Hi, Dan.
Oh, Dan's back. Dan's here. Where is he? I don't see him.
Hello, I'm
Well,
sorry.
you're not-
I'm late.
Good to see you.
Oh, wow. You made it.
Oh, Dan, poor Dan.
Okay, I can see you. I can see.
It really does look lovely.
Looks
Yeah.
nice.
It's a beautiful environment. And it looks like, Dan, the space both in the dining and in the Zendo area will be a little tight. But there's beautiful grounds around. I think it's going to work out.
Great. Great. I'm excited. That's great. That should be great.
Just to voice one thing. If we wanted to have room for 1 or 2 or 3 more people to come, in the past, occasionally I've been in Sesshins where we've had a little satellite Zendo. Sometimes the Eno or 1 or 2 people will sit right outside the front of the Zendo. I mean, it's doable. And it looks like that would be doable there as well, just to put it into the pot for consideration when we see how many people are actually going to sign up. It's probably best if we keep it to 21, but if need be, we might be able to fudge a little.
Yeah, and to me, Bob, I think you're right that in terms of the sitting area, that there's a variety of ways we could make that work. It's sleeping area.
Right. But some people had said they'd be willing to sleep nearby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. And I think that's what it might take to go over 21.
Right.
But we can look at it more closely. And it seemed like the center had mentioned that they didn't want us to go over 21 for sleeping.
Right.
But
Is there a place?
but if there are places close by, sure.
Is there a
If
place
I
to
might,
stay close by?
I would say that there would probably be a number of different locations close by that would be that one would be able to rent.
I would think so.
Yeah. It's a vacation spot.
Oh, I see.
It might be worth asking Sister, I'm forgetting her name,
Michelle.
Sister Michelle, would they be okay if anyone wanted to bring a tent and sleep out in the courtyard?
She did express a bit of not so much concern, but the fact that too many people might be a bit. It's a very old house, and the infrastructure is quite old, and I think she had a little bit of concern about too many people.
Okay. Okay, so
But we certainly could ask.
Yeah, I'm interested too. I think Virginia or somebody had asked already about pushing those numbers
yeah.
and that they
Yeah.
were pretty clear they didn't 21 was the max
Yeah.
because we had talked about people bringing futons and sleeping in the Zendo.
Ah, yes, that's right.
And they said no, they
Oh.
really
Okay.
were not comfortable with that.
Okay.
Okay.
But if people rented a hotel close by or something,
Sure. Sure. Or a houseboat.
or a raft.
Yeah, a raft. Isn't there something in the Dharma about taking a raft to the other shore and then discarding it?
Sounds right. Or there's
We
always the
could do
boat.
that for our theme. Just all paddle out and deflate our raft.
And there's always the boat with nobody in it.
That's right. Yeah. We could even probably arrange for the weather to give us fog so that we could yell at the boat, which seems to be approaching.
There's so many
With-
possibilities here.
With nobody in it.
That's right. That's right. Good. It looks lovely. It looks lovely. Virginia and Lauren, I really appreciate your
Yeah.
going down and doing this. It makes a difference.
Thank you.
Well, it looks great.
Yeah.
Do you have any other questions? Anything you'd like to look at a little closer?
No, I was the only thing I was trying to get a sense of is where those other private rooms are in relation to this part.
Oh, so we can walk towards them. So, well, I'll show you where it is. Come out through the courtyard. Mr. Michelle, we're just gonna show them where that, out the prayers. Great. Okay.
Oh, how lovely.
I think we should just move there.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Diane, they need a cook. So I was thinking if I could get Mark to move here.
Good idea.
So up there is the rooms, like see
I
where the
see.
balcony is up there? So it's
Okay.
under, so if it was raining, you would be covered all the way. You could go out that door and then there's just 4 rooms on the top floor,
Mhm.
or are they on the bottom?
They're on the bottom, and then the kitchen and living room area is up on the top.
But we don't have any reason to go up there. So those bottom floor ones are the 4 rooms.
Okay.
Lovely. And they're not too far away, so that works too.
No.
And theoretically, they could be the Dokusan rooms. It's
Uh,
not that far.
uh-huh. Okay.
And they have chairs in them.
Okay.
So and this is the parking area here. And
Lovely, and-
there's this,
We'll have people bring their sleeping bags like we did.
no.
No need for sleeping bags. All the linen and towels and everything is provided.
The only thing we need to bring is our food.
And another crock pot or
And-
rice cooker.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah. Depending, unless we get it catered.
Wow. Oh, amazing.
Lovely.
Lovely.
That looks great. That looks really great.
Is if we wind up taking the chairs out of the sitting area to use the smaller ones, is there a place
Yeah.
to store them?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, they said they have other Zen groups here and they all do that.
Okay. Okay. That's good to know. And did you happen to ask if we wanted to have, say, tea in the Zendo?
No,
Are they
no food
okay?
in the Zendo.
No food in there. Okay. Thank you.
And do we have an arrival time on Friday in terms of when we're allowed to start setting up?
2:00.
I'm sorry, it's Thursday. We start on a Thursday, right? Yeah.
Right. It's 2:00.
Okay, that'll be plenty of time.
Yeah.
I appreciate you doing this. Thank
Yeah,
you so
thanks.
much.
Thank you. It's good to see it.
It is a pleasure. It's a pleasure for me to know it, when I'm trying to figure out where to put people to sleep. That sounded really
Yeah.
bad. That's not what I meant.
No, that's our job when we give Dharma talks.
That's right. Our job's to wake them up.
Wake up.
Okay, if you're okay with what you've seen and you don't have any further questions, and we'll say goodbye.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thanks so
I'll
much.
get this recording from Diane. Diane, I might edit this recording a little because I think we have a couple, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah,
There might be two recordings.
That'd be great to have a link to the recording once you've edited. I'd love to see the whole
Yeah.
thing. I'm sorry I was late.
That's okay. There's some duplication, so I'll send it to you, Virginia, and then you can make it into what you would like.
Okay. All right.
Thank you so much. Thank you guys for
Thank you very
joining us.
much. Okay,
Thank
bye-bye.
you. Take
Before
care,
you-
everyone.
Before you turn off the Zoom, Dan and Diane, do we want to take a little time now to